Dang, I can still stay scorched in the fire while resting at a bonfire. Scorched in the flames of hell, I walked the earth for thousands of years in pain and suffering, and every time it faded I felt like I died before it reformed every single time. With no recognition of so much as casting the spell to make the fire return. It drove me mad. Every time I would slowly deteriorate, having to heal my body in many of ways. But with my immense power, I slayed countless foes. And if it wasn't for the red glowing aura that shredded and teared through both my armor, my skin, and finally my soul, perhaps, just then perhaps could I have had a good life. A somewhat undisturbed life, without the fire devouring me. Without people running in fear as I walked upon the earth and melted the ground and melted the ground below me down to a simple, different material. To be able to be a walking kiln of fire. I threw off my armor and made an armor that could resist it. And I channeled the power of the dead. I threw away my spear of the gods had finally abandoned me. And I picked up a sword of flame that I could shift and bend at my own will, and used my knowledge of multiple eternities, of pyromancies, miracles, and even of sorceries. And I became known as the Soul of Cinder, a man who must be slain to finally link the fire once again. For I guard the final resting place of fire with my soul and life. I refuse to budge even an inch. I refuse to let myself fade to darkness. I would rather die than let someone link the fire and continue and make my suffering eternally continue. So, whenever the day that someone strong enough to kill me, but is not a bad man, finally comes around, I'll finally be able to rest in peace, knowing that the fire has finally faded, and that I can finally rest for the first time in hundreds of years. No, I lost track of time. It's been millennia. Dare I call it an eon? But how long, how large of a passage of time truly is an eon? For an eon would be a form of never ending. But that is what my life had came to be. Holy shit, I know how to do improv. Guys, I'm not even kidding. I swear to you, none of that was planned. I do not read off a script. Like, holy shit, fart poop duty. Shit, schnozzle, fart duty. Holy crap-a-poly. I believe, yeah, Lauren skulls do work on Big Pig. On Big 4. But no, they don't. No, they don't. I thought they did. But they don't. I'm just glad I can drop through the metal with my spear. Probably because the lightning peels back the scales of the dragons. As you can tell, I leveled up a little bit. My endurance is 50. I'm not wearing the Howl's Ring as of now. I swapped it out for the Leo. Because I can actually wear... I'm wearing Ornstein's set, which doesn't give bad poise as of now with the Wolf Ring on. And yeah, anyways. I kinda like this. Remember that lightning spear I picked up? I kind of just de-infused it, bringing it back down to an ordinary plus 10 spear, and then used this soul on it to get this, and I bought this armor set from a very Pacific merchant. The Fangbore helm. Lovely. I do not have like any humanity because I spent, not even going to joke, 50 humanity on ranking more humanity, putting me up to 80 humanity spent on my Covenant, just to find out that rank 3 doesn't give you a reward. That made me get mad, and I may or may not have committed a few murders. And I may or may not be guilty as of now. My name may or may not be somewhere in the book of the guilty. I'm not sure if it is in the book of the guilty, but I do know I'm a guilty man. By the game's standards. I've committed enough murders on things that shouldn't have been murdered. Worst part is a small chunk of those murders were on actual players who invaded me, and I didn't even invade them. So, yeah. With this range, I actually very much quite like this setup. It's so different, and it's a nice change of pace rather than the build I've been using for the past, what, 16 or so episodes now? I like it. It's still the same build, but it's very, very different. If you haven't seen my earlier parts, for most of this I've been strolling around in Catalina armor, wearing the Howl's Ring, and bounded to me was always a very Pacific shield, the Grass Crest shield. And then I was using a plus anything from 0 to 5 Black Knight Great Axe. I used the plus 0-1 to backstab Havel to death in the very early part of the game. I'll take the broken pendant. I actually kind of need that. What is this? Oh, I know what that is. That's a sign of I should get the fuck out of here right now. I love this armor. It's so nice. In the sunlight, it looks like a beautiful gold. And outside of the sunlight, it looks like a more rustic, slowly degrading to a silver-esque tone. Sorry, I just need to drool over my armor set for a second. I don't know why, but this armor, I'm a man of culture. And by a man of culture, I mean Jesus Christ. Ikyanmi. What the fuck? What's Ikyanmi mean? I don't... You know what? I made up the term, so I'm just gonna coin that as something I'm gonna say when I yawn now on stream. I think I'm pretty sure it's the first time I've actually yawned on stream without it being silent. I think that's the first time I've yawned on stream in general. Anyways. Let's get to full Estus, since we have no reason not to be at the full 20 Estus. Andre, hi. Okay, I'm gonna not be annoying and constantly say Andre over and over, because, well, one, that it annoy my one viewer, make that my 0 viewers, and 2, well, it hurts my throat. I don't know why viewers go away so quickly. It's because I rant too much. Do I rant too much? I've asked this question so many times, but never once gotten a comment saying I rant too much. See, here's the thing. If I don't focus on actually commentating, this is my commentation when I'm just playing the game and focused on the game and not actually focused on giving a crap about commentation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could see a very clear difference in between that and my usual rants. Fun fact, first like 20-25 episodes or videos on my channel, all you could really get out of me was an intro and me talking about my strategy in the game, and that's it. Now I talk way more than that. I have embraced the life of commentary, and it's gotten drilled so deep in my head that I've actually started commentating over when I play games for fun. Yeah. Not fun. I'm not gonna end up in a fight with anything down here anyways. I'm not sure how much the ring really does boost the thrusty damage, but I know it does boost it a good chunk, so I'm not gonna question it. With 50 endurance, I'm able to mid-roll without the thingy thing on this setup. I'm starting to wonder if I should just have that as, like, if I'm willing to break the cause. And I mean, it doesn't really lower my roll speed, but it breaks the way it looks. I don't very much care for it. There's an item back there that I want, but I know that if I go too close to the black thing, it's gonna start the cutscene whether I want it to or not. I think. Oh no. I'll take it. Here's my question: if I was on that side, how do I teleport at the start of the cutscene? That's what I want to know. Ooh, big ugly Manus 4-hand thing dragging me back into the past, also known as Oldestia. This DLC has 4 bosses, 3 main bosses, and 1 optional. With Dark Souls 2, out of all 3 of the DLCs, it usually focuses on 3 bosses. 2 based on the actual storyline and such of the DLC, and as the main bosses of it, and 1 as the side boss. And it's actually going to be the first time I'm trying out this build on an actual boss, rather than a invader or an enemy. So, well, not build. The first time I'm gonna be trying out this equipment combination. That still does a lot of damage without it being an actual shield. Ow. I don't very much care for bringing poison. Both me and this Chimera use lightning. Granted, he literally has lightning bottled up inside of him, and as for me, it's just in my spear, and I have a I believe I have a high lightning defense on this armor. I better have a high lightning defense on this armor set. Certain bosses I'm better unlocked than locked, and certain bosses I'm better locked than unlocked. For this one, it's certainly locked with how much he moves around. It's nearly impossible for me to track him unlocked. It's an entire avoidable camera fight when playing against him unlocked. It's an entire avoidable struggle with the camera. Oh cool, we got his tail weapon. I'm the second to last hit of his health bar. No, he's dead. I could have put it on Power Within, but with how much that boss poisons you, not fun. You know, now I think about it, the Great Flight Sword ain't the only weapon that deals toxic poison. I know that at least deals poison, but I think that might deal toxic now that I think about it. However, I'm not sure. What I am sure about is bleed and poison infusions don't become a thing until Dark Souls 2, so that's an upside, I guess. Excuse-moi.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, Dad, couldst thou want...
Yes.
Thank you.
Very cheap, and just sell a limited amount. 5 of them, I'll buy them all right now. Weapons. She sells the Olisiel staff. I guess I could buy 2 repair powder, but...
Thou shalt see with it.
After the lightning resin, she doesn't really give you much that's useful. No offense to her. That'll put me down to 34. So I can kindle 3 times here. I know you've been wondering when I've been going to the DLC, because I've mentioned in a lot of my episodes at the Platinuming series, and it's episode 17. I know to actually get the Platinuming I really don't need to be here, but this is going to be nice to just take some time off of the actual campaign, especially after the tragedy of what happened last episode. For those of you who don't know, I'm not going to spoil it for you, go watch the actual episode. And if you want to know the tragedy that happened, just skip like about 5 minutes before the very end. Let's just say by the time I ended my stream, I was there practically crying over the loss of something that I didn't want to lose, and honestly, I lost my souls and humanity in a very stupid way that could have been avoided if it wasn't for my emotional state. I should have just gotten off once I was in that emotional state, but I didn't. I was fucking determined. Luckily, the loot in this area and such does not matter towards the actual achievement stuff, which very much helps. Take the gauntlets and There we go. Can't go down there yet because we don't have that shortcut. So those things can look like items sometimes from the right angles and right distances. When they're not, they're just the flower things. Now that right there is a flower. Those two things. I saw two glows of something that I know aren't flowers. Too bright to be a flower, especially with the distance I'm at. Those are definitely items. Flowers are supposed to like guide your way and make it easier for you to get through the area without getting lost. Not sure how much they help me. Hi, dragon. What I am sure about is that I thought the last bridge had dark. I had, black dragon, whatever the fuck. Black dragon calamite. I had Dark Eater Madeir in my head. Is the harder of the dragon fights of that type of dragon. Still a pain in the ass, though. I mean, I didn't say anything. Yeah, the fights against those black dragons, whether Manus or Calamite, are pains in da boom. That I could care less for. Really wouldn't need or want. I'll take the Twinkling Titanite and the blue chunk. The Twinkling Titanite is very much welcomed, and the blue chunk, I'll take it. Like, actually, very much welcomed as well, because I don't have a maxed out weapon that uses blue Titanite chunks to get towards being maxed. Even toward the slab. Okay, yeah, fuck off. Fuck off, buckos. There's not enough of me to go around, you big giant assholes. Okay, let's go down this elevator. It's a very convenient elevator, too. For a second there, that message looked like a sign. Oh no, it is a sign. I'll take it. Do. I'm gonna probably be using this setup for however long I play in this video. I'm gonna send that up. Then talk to you. How do you answer? Yes. Purchase items. Humanity, you sell 13 of them. Jeez, I forgot. Actually kind of gets expensive buying from you. Sometimes having the things you sell can be so helpful.
Oh no. So long.
So that I missed an item over here that I'm gonna go ahead and pick up real quick. And let's go kill that bastard of a knight. Hopefully my player someone's ready. You're welcome. I'm an amateur streamer. I'm not only an amateur streamer, I'm an amateur YouTuber, and I kinda suck at this fight. I'm an amateur Artoriuser. I'm just kidding. I'm not really that bad. I'm not good at Artorias fight. However, this cutscene is amazing. I actually like the graphics in games. Like, if the graphics ain't good enough, no matter how great the mechanics are most of the reason I play. But if the graphics aren't good enough or like too bad, I don't know. The graphics are a large portion of the reason towards why I play the games like these a lot of the time. It's not the only reason, but it is like something. We managed to stun him. I like the idea of the fact that you're able to he's able to buff, but you're able to but the buff wears off, and if you deal him enough damage during the animation, that his buff will stop. Like, I like that idea, because if you have the ability to put out enough DPS, he won't be able to buff. But if you don't, which is your reward for being strong, but if you don't have enough DPS, then, well, he's gonna get buffed, and instead of getting a reward for not being able to deal enough damage, you get a downgraded downset, or whatever you call it. You get a downgrade. I'll take the Sunlight Medal, definitely, and I'll definitely take the Soul of Artorias. The 50 grand in souls is pretty nice. However, that chick, his wife or daughter or whatever the fuck she is, I am not giving her his soul. It's mine, not hers. Mine. And get your own. Wow. Already getting invaded. Well, in that case, better use an extra humanity, because I'm not so sure if I'm going to survive this one. You know, it'd be funny if I got invaded by the same dude who just helped me. That'd be hilarious. It wasn't the same dude. Slash isn't. However, it would have been hilarious. I would have practically died laughing. Telling you, Wrath of the Gods, super powerful. How the hell are you able? No, that is bullshit. What the fuck? I understand how he dealt that much damage. Bullshit stuff against my armor that doesn't have defense against bullshit stuff. However, why did he? Oh, now that I think about it, it makes sense. That dude went through New Game Plus and had 2, if not more than 2, Wrath of the Gods equipped. You can get 6 dark beats per playthrough, and they require practically nothing in your stats. So if you play through enough times, you can get a stupid amount of dark beats and be the ultimate reigning champion of your PvP arenas. I cut through here diagonally. I know I'm going way too far to the side now. To head way farther up. Like, way, way farther up. I went way off base. If he comes down to me, he dies. So I'll start by rehumaning, and then I'll move on to kindling 3 times, and checking how many level ups my souls are worth, or if I see if it's even worth leveling. Honestly, at 129, I'm thinking maybe one more level in... I don't know, everything looks really nice and balanced. Everything's either got a 0, a 5, or a 6 behind it. Which is very similar to the 5, which is really nice. It looks nice to me, I don't know. I'm gonna be feeling free to rehuman and kindle the shit out of this bonfire. Now that'll leave only one more bonfire inside this entire DLC I'll be kindling, which is also the last of the bonfires. All those stones that allow you to talk to people, they're in here. So that's gonna also be a little fun thing. Is that a Gravelord sign? Of course it's Gravelord Servant. Well, I don't lose my human form, nor do I lose my souls as a Gravelord Lord summoned in one, if I remember correctly, so there's no harm in trying to murder them, whoever the heck they are. I need to join a covenant, that's what I need to do. I need to rejoin any covenant, like any covenant. Because I was kicked out of Way of the Light for murdering one of the dudes. I was kicked out of Chaos Covenant for a very good reason, so that literally leaves nothing but the Sunburrows Covenant, or the Way of the Sun. Which is the complete, which is the farthest thing you can have from a PvP-based covenant. Failed to invade. What the hell? I can't even touch his Gravelord sign. Failed to join. Wow, this dude, and his thing just moved. Is he dying over and over again, or invading all of Gravelord? Invading all of Gravelord. That was a pain in my flum to invade that dude. Oh great, he's a flipper. Ah, so he's a backstab fishing bitch. I mean flipper. That's bullshit! That is such a fucking leg stab! No, there's no way in fuck. Don't you dare fucking fall for that dude. He is going to attack you both, and he is going to murder you very disrespectfully. Sorry, I get pissed at backstabbers, people who are purposely backstab fishing, purposefully backstabbing with their backstab fishing, and flipping all at the same time? No, thank you. Get your trash out of here, bitch. Sorry. I am apparently very vocal today. I'm not gonna lie, I've been... Ever since our last stream, I felt like shit when compared to usual when it comes to this game. This dude better not murder me while I'm bowing. Cool! We're friends now. Whoa! Oh, okay. I'm a little irritated, but I'm not gonna question it. At least he's sportsmanly. He didn't kill me when I was in the middle of bowing. He also bowed back. We both proper bowed. It was very kind. It was nice. It's been a while since I've been invaded by a kind soul like him. Yes, that is, someone murdering you when it comes to invasions with that kind of murder is considered a kind soul. Don't ask. If you don't understand it, then you clearly haven't played Ulysseal Township, and you clearly never played Ulysseal Township in its early days. I'm telling you, you couldn't go more than 10 seconds without without being invaded twice in a row. Even if you're I swear, it felt like you had more invaders in your world than your actual invader limit, even though you never did. If you were human. Because as soon as you finally kill one invader, there's another invader to replace them. There's another invader. There's another one. There's another one. Granted, keep in mind you killed the previous one each time I said that. But eventually, you're not gonna survive. Eventually that, the previous one's dead is going to turn into, I'm dead. I found it at some points and times better to just straight up just not kill them and just treat them like they're like untouchable running bastard bitches. I mean, what? There's actually a developer-based message in this area, which feels really weird to know, because they're rarely envelopment place Miyazaki and his crew rarely place messages, okay? That's what I was trying to tell you. But my mouth, instead of telling you that, went... It was very not helpful. Actually, it was the complete and total other opposite of helpful. However, that's besides the point. Been a while since I've seen one of them stand up. I'll take it. Very good. How did I do? Very good. I love it. And right here you want to produce light, which in my case, I'm just going to put on the sunlight maggot helm. And there you go. No booby trap, just a silver pendant. Put on the right piece of armor, thank you. That's what I want to do, put on the correct piece of armor, yes. Totally. You know, a great axe and such would probably be like much better for like a murder setup and like actually murderizing. However, I very much enjoy this setup. Granted, I've already told you that, but this is the second time I've told you. Yay! Celebrate, party, celebration. Does this not go anywhere? Huh. Guess not. Remember this was a spot? Or it's more of I forgot this was a spot. It's been a long while since I've actually played the DLC. However, I do remember that this place is very deadly and very dangerous. And specifically, remember those mages, those witches, very unfondly. It's 2 unopened chests and a closed non-mimic, and you get Dark Orb, your first of the Dark Sorceries. I mean, you got an extra attunement slot, feel free. Otherwise, nah. It out the window. Kill that one, and yeah, that one gives you the I'm sorry crest. Through here's that again. The stairs, right? No. This place is like already confusing me and is already a massively giant maze of stupid. I mean, wait, what? I'm also usually not online around this time, and it's not that far past noon, and I still haven't sent the message. Okay. Well, after this stream, that's something I'm going to be doing. I knew everyone was predicting that I was going to end up changing my build. You could hear it and just notice it. I was getting sick and tired and fed up of the same build. With the same weapon, with the same armor set, with the same shield, the same strategy on every single enemy and boss. Not gonna lie, I was starting to, it was getting really, really aggravating. What's a good magic defense shield that I actually have? The crystal one's okay. Grass crest seems to be the best magic defense I can pull out of my ass. I know the dark ones deal magic damage, I believe, or are they based on fire? I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe it's magic based. Because they didn't want to just add a whole new stat to the game because of a DLC. Of dark damage, especially since the dark. I think it might be miracle based. For now, even though I don't want to, I'm going to be breaking the immersion of how I look, just because of how annoying Ulithiel can be with the mages. Rubbish. Love to see it. Due to the thrust of the spear in the range, I managed to hit one and stagger it from behind the other one that I was killing. Love it. Oh. I'm just thinking random shows and random bullshit. I mean random stuff. And Santa Clarita Diet popped in my head. That was, yeah. One of those that you gotta take a second to go back and be like, wait, hold on, what is this now? Oh, I love my terrible jokes. And that was actually, not gonna lie, that was only like that may or may not have been only like half joking. There. I mean, saying it's a bit of a gory show at a lot of times is actually pretty accurate. fuck me. Yeah, I think I'm done with this stream. Not because of the death, but just, I don't know. The fact that I'm thinking about shows rather than the actual game. And the fact that I've been playing for more than 45 minutes today. I don't know, I'm bored. See you all next time on Dragon Ball Z. What? This is not Dragon